Beijing, an 8-page essay pumped through social media and Chinese state newspapers in recent days extolled the virtues of President 11 Jinping. Among his achievements, in the Chinese language version, was that he had turned the South China Sea arbitration at The Hague, which found against China, into waste paper. President 11 Jinping's political thought has been enshrined into China's constitution in a move that ranks him alongside CPC founder Mao Zedong. Wishbone, one of two Turkeys President Donald Trump officially pardoned on Tuesday, got a special tour of the briefing room before the big event. One of the most prominent American interviewers has been suspended from a number of U.S. networks after 8 women told The Washington Post he sexually harassed them. The resignation of Zimbabwe's president ends 4 decades of rule by a man who turned from independence hero to archetypal African strongman. British police ended an armed hostage siege after a gunman took 2 staff members hostage at a bowling alley in a leisure complex in central England. He is set to travel to Myanmar, where 620,000 refugees have fled from, and is being warned not to use the term Rohingya. A small plane makes an emergency landing at the St. Mary's County Regional Airport in Maryland, USA. People who tuned into the Weather Channel to watch the Georgia Dome, home of the 1996 Summer Olympic Games, being demolished in Atlanta, Georgia got a rude surprise when a bus blocked their view. President 11 Jinping's political thought has been enshrined into China's constitution in a move that ranks him alongside CPC founder Mao Zedong. It was an achievement that state news agencies in US lengthy him, entitled 11 and His Era, did not include in the English version for foreign consumption. In the past month, 11 first asserted his unchallenged authority within the communist state at the 5-yearly Chinese National Congress, having his 11 Jinping thought, socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era written into the country's constitution. Then he pulled off a diplomatic win, placating ASEAN countries over China's military presence in disputed South China Sea waters, while avoiding a direct rebuke from visiting US President Donald Trump. In the wake of these successes, the messaging to a nationalistic domestic audience had a triumphant tone. 11 was said to have an affinity with the People's Liberation Army, which he has strengthened as Commander-in-Chief. He has a photo of himself in military uniform on his desk. According to 11, the only one who can prevent war is the one ready for war. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email, you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. As Australia resets its foreign policy in a white paper to be released this week, these issues will be front of mind. What are China's ambitions on the global stage and how will that reshape the world order? It is early days in 11 Jinping's new era, but its shape, within China's domestic politics at least, is emerging. The Congress set the tone for a more strident emphasis on the Communist Party. China would not follow the West.